This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. Ugh, what a smell! It reeks of tobacco. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house. This is what Holmes was wearing yesterday. Holmes has left his tweed suit here, so he came back to change after he left me in front of Judge Beckett's house just after the explosion. Knowing that Scotland Yard is looking for him, he will likely have changed into one of his disguises. I just need to know which one. The best thing to do is proceed by elimination. I will use the wardrobe in the sitting room to reconstruct them. Baines's men have more or less spared my bedroom. How kind of them. Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases, and I've got work to do. I must collect all the pieces of Holmes's disguises and assemble them in the wardrobe in the sitting room. Holmes's tobacco. A hole! There must be a false bottom. I need something thin to prise it up. A photo of Irene Adler, the woman, according to Holmes. Holmes's Victoria Cross. A letter addressed to Zachariah Dossett, the clergyman? But what is that doing here? It's a rent reminder. But why should Holmes be concerned about that? Another letter, this one for a certain Escott. Who could that be? This J. Escott must be a worker in the building. A letter addressed to a clerk of the court. Why in heaven's name has Holmes got that? This letter is addressed to a naval captain. My goodness. All these carefully hidden envelopes were addressed to Holmes under various identities. The addresses are therefore those of his hiding places. Holmes has never told me about them. I suppose that he goes there regularly and discreetly to pick up his mail. I cannot waste precious time by going to each of these addresses. I must refine my research. It seems that something in this disguise is missing, but I'm not sure what it might be. There, the entire outfit. There, the entire outfit. Perfect. Now I know what Holmes looks like, and I know where to search for him. Let me take a look at the map. It would be better if I took some money before leaving. One can buy a lot of things with notes in Whitechapel. My money! Someone has emptied my wallet. I always keep a little money in it. The police can't have stolen it. It's impossible. Last night I was too tired to think, but now I have to face the truth. Holmes stole my money, like any common low-down scoundrel. Good. I've got the address of Holmes's hideout. 6 Bucks Row. Bucks Row. That's of no use.
If you please, arms, arms for my children.
Well, here it is. It looks like a boarding house. I can't knock on all the doors. Holmes will hear me and escape. As I've the advantage of surprise, I'd better use it.
Oh, but I know you. You with the moustache. I met you back when Jack was cutting up all those girls around here. So you've come back to do some slumming.
Danny, you are no longer, you've given up the.
The game? Yes, my dear, I've given it up. Sorry, are you? I'm the manager of this boarding house now. I rent out rooms.
That is exactly why I am here. I'm looking for someone who...
He's not here.
You don't even know who I'm talking about.
Perhaps not, but he's not here anyway. You should understand that my tenants come here for peace and quiet. Quiet and discreet, my Atellies, just like me. And I, Danny the Anvil, 11 times champion of male wrestling in Whitechapel, I guarantee their peace and quiet.
I really must insist. It's very important. Madam, I have found you at last. I'm one of your greatest admirers.
Are you having me on or what?
You are so very unique. I would like you to permit me to sketch your portrait.
My portrait? What for?
What for? but to immortalise the champion that you are, of course. All the great wrestlers are doing it these days, even Pudding, Nutcracker, Stomping Jenny.
Yeah, that's true. If those big cows can have theirs done, why not me?
The light here isn't good for artwork. Let me see some of your rooms. Perhaps we will find a better light, without disturbing your tenants, of course.
Don't worry about that. Most of them are out this time of day. And if they're not happy about it, I'll explain it to them gently, if you see what I mean.
I'm sure that they will understand at once.
Yeah, come on then.
Here would be perfect. A splendid place. Ah, I've just had a wonderful idea. Why don't I paint your portrait with you wearing your stage costume?
What?
Yes, I think it would be difficult for me to capture you correctly if you are dressed in your everyday clothes. They are too elegant.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be great. And it will remind me of the old days. Oh, but I left my costume with a pawnbroker so that I could buy some of that lovely pear-smelling perfume.
Yes, I remember. Very well, off you go. While I'm waiting, I shall concentrate and soak up the atmosphere here.
All right, but don't touch anything. The bloke that rents this room isn't very easy going. You'll have enough time. The pawnbroker's shop isn't close by.
What a mess. That's Holmes all right.